Imagine waking up one morning and realizing the entire world has finally listened to you. Every single voice, gone. Every single footstep, vanished. No eyes on you, no whispers behind you, no hands reaching out to comfort or control you. Just silence. A silence so thick it feels alive, like something breathing right next to your ear. That's where Carol finds herself now. Not triumphant, not liberated, but abandoned, punished, and possibly hunted. Because in the newest episode of Pluribus, Carol wasn't just left alone. She was removed, erased from the hive, expelled like a corrupted file the system could no longer tolerate. And with the others withdrawing, physically, emotionally, psychically, something darker has taken their place. Strange substances in milk cartons. Factory doors left open like someone wanted her to look. Wolves circling her home for the first time in a week. And under that massive industrial tarp, something breathing or rotting. Something that made Carol flinch. Carol, who has survived explosions, death, and the weight of 1 trillion cheerfully synchronized smiles. So here's the real question. Is Carol getting close to the truth, or is the truth closing in on her? And more importantly, what happens to a hive when one mind refuses to join and starts pulling at the threads that hold the entire consciousness together? Because this next episode might not be about Carol escaping the hive mind. It may be about the hive mind breaking her. Let's get into it. Carol always begged for distance, space, silence, a moment, just one, without the suffocating sweetness of synchronized humanity buzzing around her like 1 billion digital bees. And finally, she got it. The entire city of Albuquerque emptied in less than a day. An evacuation so sudden it felt less like a retreat than more like a purge. Doors left open, phones disconnected. No more chaperone, no more smiles, no more curated happiness. Just Carol, standing in the middle of a ghost town she accidentally created. But here's the unsettling part. She isn't proud. She isn't relieved. She isn't even amused. She's rattled. Because as much as she hated being smothered by the hive mind, she developed a dependency she never admitted out loud. Someone to argue with, someone to roll her eyes at, someone to ignore, someone to call when she needed help burying a body or fixing a light switch or explaining why she was carrying a grenade in a shopping bag. Now, there's nothing. No footsteps, no voices, not even a drone that works reliably enough to take out her trash. And the silence? It's not peaceful. It's predatory. Carol goes Sherlock and finds something she shouldn't have found. Maybe loneliness makes a person brave, or reckless, or desperate. But Carol enters full detective mode, and like every great detective, she starts with a mistake the criminals left behind. Milk cartons, everywhere. Discarded, crushed, sticky, but all filled with the same strange orange residue. A liquid that looks like melted amber and feels like olive oil. A substance so chemically odd it shouldn't exist in nature, and definitely shouldn't be the only thing the hive is drinking. Carol tracks the distribution trail to a factory that looks abandoned, but clearly isn't. The machines are still warm. The conveyor belts smell like artificial vitamins. Sacks of mysterious white powder, repackaged in recycled dog food bags, sit piled like someone left in a hurry. Or wanted the place to seem empty. Or wanted Carol to find it. Because let's be honest, nothing in Pluribus is accidental. What is the substance? Carol is brilliant, chaotic, reckless, and somehow still alive despite her habit of licking dangerous materials for science. She tests the liquid. She breaks down the powder. She studies pH levels like she's back in high school and cheating off someone who actually did their homework. Her conclusions? Terrifying. The white powder isn't protein. It isn't drug-like. It isn't food. It reacts with water like it's meant to activate, not nourish. So what is it? A stabilizer? A neural lubricant for the hive mind? A biochemical glue that keeps their synchronized thoughts from fracturing under emotional strain? Because here's the biggest mystery. Carol made them feel something that wasn't happiness. Anger, sadness, fear. 3 emotions the hive mind should not be capable of, unless the substance is weakening, or unless Carol is breaking them. Either way, the hive mind now sees her as a threat. Carol is not just alone, she's being studied. Here's where things get sinister. When Carol buries Helen, nothing approaches the grave. For a week, wolves keep their distance. But once the city empties, once Carol is completely isolated, the wolves come. Not timidly, not cautiously, but aggressively, digging at Helen's grave like something guided them there, like something wanted Carol rattled, like something was testing her reactions. And remember the theme from Agatha Christie's And Then There Were None? Someone is always watching. Gilligan doesn't drop references casually. He leaves breadcrumbs for those who notice. Carol's mind is breaking, and the hive wants it. On the surface, Carol pretends she loves the silence. She jokes. She drinks. She talks to machines like she's rehearsing stand-up comedy in an empty bar. But the camera angles betray her. The way she hesitates before speaking. The way she checks the corners of her home. The way she calls the hive mind hotline just to hear a voice, even a pre-recorded one. She needs connection. She hates admitting it, but she needs it. And isolation is the perfect torture for someone who once lived in a world overflowing with forced affection. Gilligan isn't just stripping away Carol's support system. He's dismantling her sanity, 1 quiet hour at a time. The hive's new strategy: fear. Before they left, the hive acted like servants. Now they act like gods. Cold, distant, punishing, watching from places Carol cannot see. Their tone on the radio changed. Their drones stopped working. Their "we would do anything to make you happy" became "we will try to deliver what you need." Try. This is the hive mind telling her she no longer matters. She is no longer their queen bee. She is contamination, a malfunction, a virus, and viruses must be contained or erased. But everything Carol discovered, the powder, the milk cartons, the wolves, the empty city, pales compared to what she finds at the factory. A tarp, massive, breathing, or moving, or hiding something that used to move. Carol pulls it back and gasps. Not a small gasp, not a comedic gasp, a sharp, horrified intake of air from someone who has seen too much death to be easily shocked. So what's under there? Bodies, experiments, failed reversions, people who resisted the hive mind and paid the price? Whatever it is, it changes everything. And in the next episode, we're finally getting answers.